Hey everybody, and welcome. Today's video is the highly requested is it a dupe or just a waste of money, where we are reviewing the Alter Ego Shadow Kiss palette. Y'all, this palette is going to cost you under $16 if you do use my code HOTMESS. That'll save you 10% at checkout. If not, you don't have to use it. You can pay full price, which is $16. And did you guess it's a dupe for the Natasha Denona GLAM palette? Ooh! If so, you were right. Now, the Natasha Denona palette, this one will cost you a pretty penny of $65, and I have 0 coupon codes for you on that one. So I will have both linked and listed down below, but if you are new here, is it a dupe or just a waste of money is where we compare the palettes, one on each eye, and of course we like to take a wild guess which side is which by pausing the video, taking a guess which side is which side is the high end. What I did later in the video is which side is my good candle side. If y'all see, I've got the summer candle collection behind me. I have mint mojito burning. It's delicious. Code HOTMESS will save you 15% over at the good candle. Definitely recommend. It's amazing. It is an affiliate code, just letting y'all know, but either way, what side is the good candle side? Is this my high-end side? Is it my affordable side? Take a wild guess. Let your girl know down below what your thoughts are, and then come back at the end of the video and let us know if you're right. All right, friends, before we jump into the video, if you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name's Rhonda, and over here we're always embracing the hot mess because it's a judgment-free, drama-free, stress-free zone where we like to sit back, relax, play in makeup, talk about makeup, unbox makeup, do all the things. You just never know what you're gonna get over here. It's all going to be about makeup, beauty, hair care, skincare, whatever. So stick around and subscribe. I'd love it. All right, quick disclaimer. I do mention it later in the video, but if you don't make it until that portion of the video, I'm just going to let you know right now. Some people, it seems like, are getting a little confused when I say, is it a dupe or just a waste of money? Thinking I am trying to dupe the formula, the high-end $65 Natasha Denona formula. Just so we're clear, before we get into the video, that is not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is dupe the colors of the Natasha Denona GLAM $65 GLAM palette. Again, that is it. We're not trying to dupe formulas. We're just duping the color story. So let's find out if the Alter Ego Shadow Kiss palette is a dupe for the Natasha Denona GLAM palette. Okay, so on the top we have all of the Alter Ego swatches, and on the bottom is all of the Natasha Denona swatches. So I have literally side by side swatched every single shade in both palettes. So hopefully this is in focus because I cannot tell. But there are all of the shades, the metallic shimmers, mattes, everything. Okay, I've got some thoughts already. Let's go ahead and jump into a little information about the Alter Ego Shadow Kiss palette. Okay, so let's jump into a little information about the Alter Ego Shadow Kiss palette. This does have a retail value of $16, and this is what the inside of the palette looks like. You do have a mirror, and Alter Ego's mirrors are wonderful. There's no like funhouse type of dealio with them. They're just perfection. This is the inside of the palette. Now, this palette is not set up like the Natasha Denona GLAM palette, so you are going to have to kind of jump around as far as that goes. To me, it's not that big of a deal. However, as a person making content, it is a little difficult. But anywho, on the other side, you do have the shade names as well, which is very helpful. So I love that they put it on the inside and then on the back as well. I love that extra touch. So as far as the packaging goes, it's in that like nice, feely good kind of like matte packaging, and this is what it looks like. Now it will come in a box when your order does come in. It's always packaged and perfectly, total perfection. And it does say that it is PETA cruelty free, and it does say that it is 15 grams, 0.53 ounces. Again, cruelty free product made in the PRC. Oh, that's a fun fact. Distributed by Alter Ego out of Houston, Texas. So I thought that was pretty cool. I have a lot of y'all ask me if there is talc. It does look like on some of the shades, the third ingredient is talc, and with both. So there's talc in all of the shades, in case you are curious. So let's go ahead and do a side-by-side of the Natasha Denona Glam palette up against the Shadow Kiss palette. This is what they look like. Of course, the setup is different, but overall, you can see that there's a lot of similarities. Now let's go ahead and talk about the swatches before I get into the application process. One of the things y'all asked me over on Instagram is, let me know per swatches, was the Shadow Kiss warmer than the Natasha Denona colors? And I thought, man, that's a really good question that I never really thought to kind of phrase it that way when it comes to explaining the undertones in the palettes. Now, just going off of the swatches, I was pretty pleased with how everything did swatch out. I feel like there was a lot of similarities as far as the shade went. One of the things that I typically find when doing inspired by or dupe palettes is it seems like the dupe palette, not necessarily Alter Ego, but just as a whole in general, they always seem to go more leaning towards the warm side of things. This I did not find doing that whatsoever, which I absolutely love, because as you know, the Natasha Denona Glam palette is more of like a neutral slash cooler with like one or two shades that are warm in this palette. So anywho, let's go ahead and jump into the application process. I'm really excited about this. So I'm gonna go ahead, if y'all can see, I've got the new summer collection of the Good candles going. I have Mint Mojito is burning. If y'all have picked up this collection, let me know down below, do you love it as much as I do? Like, it is literally summer in a candle. Anywho, the candle side is going to be the Alter Ego side, and then the Natasha Denona side will be the non-candle side. Okay, so I did go ahead and prime my lids with my Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas Eye Base. I did use the shade Medium, and I am going to go ahead and start off with the shade Risk, but I'll be honest with you, just like in the Natasha Denona palette, this shade I feel like is a little too dark for me to take all the way up to my brow. So I'm just going to kind of more or less set my primer up to about right here, up to where I'm going to place the transition shade. And I am going to real lightly go under the eye. Jumping over here to the Natasha Denona Glam palette. By the way, quick disclaimer that I forgot to tell y'all, I do clean my brushes off in between. I do have a rag sitting here, and then of course I've got my brush cleaner as well, so there's no cross-contamination. Okay, jumping back over to the Shadow Kiss palette, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the shade Vanish using my Synergy Blender Pro. Jumping to Natasha Denona and going in with the shade Blend. Next, I'm going to go ahead and jump into the shade down here called Desire. And from there, I'm going to go right next to it with the shade Shade. Okay, jumping over here. And then going in with the shade right here, Smoke. Okay, so that is all of the shades together. Okay, so keep in mind, this is not a comparison of formulas. As far as I'm concerned, when it comes to the Natasha Denona mattes, they are some of my most favorite matte formulas to date. I put them right up there with the Pat McGrath matte formula. That eyeshadow formula is just... So What we are focusing in on is strictly just achieving the same color story and the same look. We are not comparing formula. That's one thing that I started noticing. People have been watching some of my older videos and they seem to think I'm trying to literally dupe the formula. I'm just trying to dupe the look, y'all. So that's it. So as far as that goes, I think that we have so far achieved pretty much identical matte looks on both sides. Now I do feel like as far as the Natasha Denona side goes, it may look a little bit smoother. I feel like personally, I don't know if y'all can see that on camera. Keep in mind, not a makeup artist, just a makeup enthusiast who loves to play in makeup, or makeup diva as my husband and daughter, oldest daughter, call me. But I do feel this side does appear to be a hint smidgen smoother. Could be an operator error, I don't know, but anywho, let's move over to the shimmers. So jumping back into the Alter Ego Shadow Kiss, let's go ahead and go in. I'm gonna go in with this shade first, called, I think it's Shroud, and I am gonna use my Sonia G. This is my Blender Pro to try and pick it up because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get my fingers in there with my nails. I just kind of put this one right into the center. Oh, that is beautiful. I did not wet the brush. I like to see what kind of payoff we can get without doing that, and to be honest with y'all, I don't typically wet my brush anyways unless I can't get a shadow to work for me. This is beautiful. I'm actually going to take it a little bit more to the inner portion and go in with a lighter shade as well. This is where I feel like Alter Ego just really kills it. So going into outer eyelid right here. Now did you see I'm already dipping in and tapping? So don't get me wrong, the Natasha Denona shimmers are beautiful. I think when it comes to her formula, she just really stands out with her mattes. Her shimmers are really pretty, but do you see? They look identical. This is where I feel like Alter Ego just kills it. It's just so amazing. Okay, while I'm on the Natasha Denona side, I am going to go into shade Inner Corner and apply that in the inner portion of my lid. Just like so. Going into the Alter Ego palette, and we're going to go in with this shade right here called Disguise. I think that is going to be so, I mean, their shimmers are just so creamy. I mean, the payoff that you get with these shimmers, I always am like blown away. Okay, while I'm over here, I am going to just go underneath, kind of mixing Vanish and shade underneath the eye. Kind of sloppily, messy, whatever. And doing the same thing with the Natasha Denona side. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and jump off. I am going to go ahead and apply a little bit of my Makeup Geek. This liner is in the shade Obsidian, which is the black shade. This is my favorite liner, y'all. It's drugstore price. Code HOTMESSMOMMAMD will save you 10%. It's an affiliate code, so thank y'all in advance if you do use it. But these are just absolutely amazing eye pencils. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I am back on my lips. I do have the OFRA Cosmetics Sugar and Spice lip liner, and then I did pair it with a whole slew of stuff. So I do have the OFRA Cosmetics Between the Sheets, a lipstick, and Kimchi Doll all kind of melted together, pushed it in, and then to get that glossy finish, I do have on the Chantecaille. This is the tinted lip balm and Beach Rose. I absolutely love this. It is hydrating. It is beautiful. It is really soft, but yet still packs a punch when it comes to the moisture. On my lashes, I do have on the Wonder Beauty Mile High mascara on my bottom lashes. and just a little bit on my extensions. I don't want to hear about it. As far as blush goes, I do have, and highlighter, my Blink Black palette on, and then I do have some of the Wonder Beauty Double Date blush. Let's go ahead and talk about my thoughts on the Alter Ego Shadow Kiss palette. Y'all, I think it is absolutely beautiful. I mean, when you look up close at my eyes, I don't feel like whatsoever you notice a difference, like as far as, oh, there's two different palettes on. Like, not in the least bit. Like, not at all. And I feel like this is perfect as far as like the undertones go and everything. I feel like they nailed it. Like, out of all of the palettes, and don't get me wrong, I love all of the palettes from Alter Ego. Like, I stand behind everything I've ever said to you all when it comes to their palettes. But as you know, this Natasha Denona Glam palette has been in my favorites videos. It's been in my recommendations videos forever. I mean, this is my no-brainer palette. I love the shades, I love the undertones, I love the looks that I create with this palette. It's just the perfect neutral glam palette, and I am so excited that Alter Ego came out with the Shadow Kiss because I feel like they nailed it. I feel like the undertones, I mean, y'all see for yourself. They nailed it. It doesn't get any better than that. So again, like I told you all, we are only duping the colors, not the formula. And I feel like this is definitely 100% a perfect dupe for the Natasha Denona Glam palette. Right here, this palette knocked it out of the ballpark once again. You can save 10% with code HOTMESS over at Shop Alter Ego. Now that is an affiliate code, so thank you all in advance if you do use this. If you all have picked this palette up, let your girl know down below your thoughts as well. I tell ya, I feel like, even though I tell y'all all the time Alter Ego's formula is wonderful, it's beautiful, definitely recommend it, I feel like their shimmer game is unstoppable. Like, I love the way that their shimmers are just, they're beautiful. It's almost, I wouldn't say it's like wet and creamy, but it almost gives that appearance. I don't know, it's just absolutely beautiful and I love it, and I feel like they just knocked it out of the ballpark, and this was the palette that I was begging for them to dupe. So they did it, they came through. I think the undertones, once again, are perfect. If you're on the fence, $16, under $16 with my coupon code, definitely would go ahead and do it. Anyways, friends, that is all for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give me a big thumbs up. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, turn on your notification bell. I also have another channel, Hot Miss Mama Vlogs, where I do a lot of plus size curvy girl fashion hauls. My jacket is actually from ZAFUL, and I don't know if you can see my dress, but it's from Forever 21 2019, but this is still available, so I'll link the denim jacket down below. It's actually the cutest crop jacket. But anyways, check me out over on my other channel if you are looking for some curvy girl fashion hauls. I'm on TikTok and Instagram at hotmessmomma4. If you're interested in picking up the Alter Ego Shadow Kiss palette, I'll have it linked down below for you all. I would definitely recommend picking it up. Check out some of their other palettes as well before they go, because I have noticed closer you get to Christmas, people start snatching them up. You can use the coupon code HOTMESS repeatedly. You make many orders, as many as you want, and you can always use code HOTMESS. And again, thank you if you do choose to use my coupon codes. Anyways, friends, that is all for today's video. Until next time, as always, I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful, and blessed day. Kisses from Kentucky. Mwah! Bye!